My name is Pastor Miata Salif. I became a member of the Capital Heavenly Parents Holy Community, July 2022. Mrs. Iriko Akawa has invited me to many events over the past 5 years, and I have loved and respect Father and Mother Moon for the bottom of my heart. I sincerely thank Heavenly Parents and Truth Parents for allowing me to be a part of this community and church. I was born in a family where my parents were of the Muslim faith in Liberia. But my father offered me religion freedoms and enrolled me in a private Christian school. Since the Islam faith has strict commandments, I left that Christianity was a religion of love and I chose to follow the Christian faith. But then civil war torn my family apart in Liberia, 1990, and was with my friends and took a refuge boat to a camp in Ghana. Left in the refugee camp was miserable. Many women and children were abused. Food was limited. We was given food by the UN and the USAID. And some community in Ghana choose to be a blessing to the refugee at that time, 1990. But it was never enough. Despite all of these difficulties and circumstances, I never forget to go to worship services. On Sunday with my two friends, which one of them was the daughter of Bishop Mawe. May his soul rest in perpetual peace. And the other was a gospel singer in Liberia at that time. One day, the Archbishop Duncan William in Ghana recruited my gospel singer friend from the refugee camp and arranged for her to sing in his church. We also benefited from this and provided us with a place to live, which then protected me from the harmful abuse on the refugee camp. Then in order to help myself, I also organized a skill training for women and children. And all that started from the foundation of God. And they were also able to establish the skill training center and was able to empower, were able to train, we was able to mentor women from around and in that community of the refugee camp. And by the special grace of God, we were able to graduate 2,300 women and children. So I want to be so grateful for that. I am also grateful to God for the deep love and unity between my husband and myself, and for the guardian of God present in our lives. I thank God for that. In 2016, I was invited by the United Nations to come to the United States for a worldwide women's event in New York. And then by the special grace of God, God called me to stay in this great country. In this great country, I was searching to expand my network, believing that in this great country, there was something that I was looking for, something that could connect me to the peace in my country. Then I met this church and came to know Father Moon and Mother Moon. First, I attended the ACLC and the UPF event, and I learned how much Truth Parents love Jesus. I also saw how in the midst of religion struggle around the world, Truth Parents has embraced all religions and brought them together to create one family under God's principles. In a world where religion leaders are obliged with their own religion and honor and unable to break down the barrier between them, how much True Parents have taught us with tears of love and compassion that God is our parents and that we are all God's children as one family. Furthermore, through the divine principle, we learn that God has clearly taught us his resurrection, providing throughout history, clarify the cause of the struggle in our family, nation, and even the world, and how to resolve the sin of our ancestors. I want to educate my people through the divine principle, especially religion leaders, like-minded people, and also children. I watch the teenage boys. You see our Kawat Industrial Divine Principle lecture series on Facebook. It was very wonderful. children literature series. And also, it was a great opportunity to find the interest in studying Divine Principles series. Now, my representative office in 5 countries are decorated with pictures of true parents as our parents. Recently, I attended the H.G. Chambo event in Beverly, New York, and participated in the census liberation ceremony surrounded by a spiritual warming and love in the spirit of God and true parents. I realized that they're truly our parents who are responsible for our census liberation and blessing in special spiritual environment. However, there are still people around me who does not understand this church and the truth parents. But my daughter, Princess Melissa Malone, Pastor Helena, and Sister Maria, who is a medical doctor that I invited at the church, they are all become member of this great community church and waiting to be a part of this great church and waiting to go through the learning of the divine principles. Now I am studying divine principle with Pastor William and Madame Maria. Also, I would like to fulfill God's and true parents' wish. Lastly, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the late Father Moon, who has overcome many hardships in life and died. And I would like to express my heartiest gratitude to Mother Moon, who overcame many difficulties as a woman and a mother, embracing the whole world. I would also like to express my sincere gratitude to the Continental Director, Dr. Young, UPF, Dr. Jenkins, Minister Reku, Mistress Tobiko, Reverend and Mrs. Patton, Dr. and Mrs. Ashil, and my spiritual mother, Yuriko Akawat. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, thank you so much for receiving me to be a part of such a great family. Our slogan is living for the sake of people. Mama Moon, Mother of Peace. I said the women of Liberia love you. The Networking Women for Generational Change love you. NLWSTP love you. And together, Mother of Peace, we can make this world a better place for all of us. I say, God bless you, stay blessed until we can work to make this world a better place for all. God bless us all in Jesus' mighty name with thanksgiving. Amen.